Well, Georgia was the better team tonight, that's for sure. We started off fairly well. We had the big inning there, 2 home runs in the third, and then they answered right back. We had a couple walks, they had a couple hits, and they hit the big 3-run homer to make it 5-3. And then we just could not find a way to, really put together enough good at bats to get us back in the ball game. We had a couple opportunities, but not very many, because I felt like they did such a good job out of the bullpen matching up righty and lefty. Their bullpen was very, very good. We didn't play a great baseball game by any means. We made some mistakes. Pitching-wise, we were okay. A couple guys threw the ball well. I felt like Marr was okay tonight. Miller was really good, and it was great to see Owen Griffith get in there and throw well, here near his hometown. But overall, I'd like to see us be a little more competitive with our at-bats. We took a lot of strikes tonight, and we're hitting in a lot of 2-strike counts. And it's very difficult to hit 2-strike counts when you're facing really good arms like Georgia has. So, got to be more competitive at the plate. And, overall, they just outplayed us. They were the better team tonight, and hopefully we can learn from some of our mistakes. But they deserve the credit. They were the better team.
Monty, I know free passes are a big thing for you, and tonight, that you guys given 7 walks tonight. How big was that in a game like this?
Well, if you just look in the big inning where we gave up 5 runs, and that was the ball game right there, I think we had 2 or 3 in that inning. So, you're going to get beat when you're playing good teams if you give them the free 90. And, on the other hand, we didn't have very many free 90s because their pitching staff did a good job of getting ahead of us. They did a much better job tonight of getting to strike 1. We had, I don't know how many 0-2 counts on their hitters, and I think we struck out 12 or 13 as a pitching staff. So we did some good things, but we had a lot of deep counts, a lot of 0-2s turned into 3-2s. They had several walks that were 0-2 counts. We just got to do a better job of finishing guys off when we get to 2 strikes, and I thought they did a really good job of that. They got to strike 1. We were hitting in 2-strike counts all night long. And, when you're facing a good pitching staff, it's going to be tough to beat them if you're constantly in defensive mode hitting with 2 strikes.
Well, your approach is so dictated on, being patient and drawing walks. How difficult is it for those players to adjust when they are seeing all those strikes?
Well, discipline is all about swinging your strikes. It's not about taking pitches. It's about swinging your strikes. And we try to do a good job. We try. It wasn't the case tonight, so we got to do a better job of coaching our players. But, we try to sit on certain pitches and certain counts, and when we get it, try to hit it. And I just felt like tonight we had some good pitches to hit, or we had some strikes to hit that we took. But you got to give them credit. A lot of those strikes that they threw were down in the zone at the knees. They did a really good job of locating down. They did a good job of throwing a lot of first pitch, off-speed pitches, and then we covered them with a fastball right after that. So they did a good job of mixing up what they were doing, hitter by hitter, first, second, third time through the order. You just got to give their pitching coach a lot of credit. I thought he did an outstanding job of calling the game, and they did an outstanding job of executing pitches tonight.
Marr made the one mistake against his first batter, but after that, he really settled down. Seems like lately a lot of the guys out of the pen have taken a while to get warm, giving up a walk or a hit or a run immediately, and then it's all down. Is there anything to that, or
not really? No, I mean the bottom line is you got to be ready. We don't ever bring a guy in unless he tells us from the pen that he's ready to go. So. But it's an adjustment going from the bullpen to the game mound. It's like hitting in the cage and then going to the box. It's a different animal, and sometimes it takes a number of pitches just to get settled in and get ready to go. It's not easy coming in and going straight from the bullpen to the game mound and pitching, but that's not an excuse. I don't think that had anything to do with it. You're facing the number 4 hitter in their lineup, and he's in a 3-1 count. So if 4 hitters in the 3-1 count, if they get a pitch to hit, they usually hit it pretty hard, and he did.
Monty, some fans asked me today, and I didn't have the right answer, so I didn't want to give it to them. Why is the home game down here instead of at Clemson?
Yeah, we were asked, and it's been a long time coming. We were asked if we would do this, and one of the things that I think is important to our program is to be able to showcase our team across the state. It's why we play in Charleston. It's why we play in Myrtle Beach, and now we played here. Again, it was just I wanted to give our fans across the state an opportunity to see our team. So we love to play at Doug Kingsmore Stadium, and I certainly thought about that. I hated to give up, our home game to play it here, but we just felt like as an athletic department and as a program that it would be a good thing to open up a ballpark and play a good quality club like Georgia for some fans that may not get an opportunity to get up and see us as much, as they would like to.
What is your philosophy, bring a pitcher in count like that? I know you've done it a couple of times.
Well, the philosophy it's not necessarily a philosophy. It was just that Strider was having a hard time locating his pitches, and it was a 2-0 count. So we didn't want to take a chance of walking another batter. We had already walked 2 in that inning. So it was really more just bringing in Marr in that spot just because we felt like Strider was having a tough time locating his fastball, and we did not want to walk another batter. And that would have loaded the bases with 1 out. And, instead, obviously Marr came in and, he threw a strike, got it to a 3-1 count. Then, you got to give credit. He hit it out of the ballpark. But, again, we had to make a decision whether we were going to try to stay with Strider or whether we were going to try to get a ground ball in the first and third situation. Marr has a 2-seam fastball that sinks. Strider's more of a 4-seam fastball, more of a fly ball guy. Marr's more of a ground ball guy. So we're really just trying to get a double play in that situation, and it just didn't work out.